to another inspiring episode of Insightful Journeys. Today we are honored to feature two remarkable women, Nokubonga Lydia Qinisile and Cingiwe Kumkani, managing directors of Better Books Accountants. Based in Queenstown and East London, Eastern Cape, this 100% black and female-owned accounting and business advisory firm is making a meaningful difference in the lives of businesses and communities alike. With a deep passion for uplifting businesses and communities, Better Books Accountants is more than just a firm. It's a growth partner dedicated to empowering clients with the tools, support, and financial confidence they need to succeed. Through their commitment to excellence, professional services, and a strong focus on responsiveness, friendliness and industry knowledge, Nokubonga and Cingiwe are breaking barriers and pushing boundaries in the accounting and business advisory landscape. So join us as we explore their journeys from childhood to becoming successful entrepreneurs and discover the values, experiences, and insights that have shaped their paths to success. We'll dive into their story, exploring the challenges they've overcome, the lessons they've learned, and the advice they'd share with aspiring entrepreneurs and business leaders. Get ready to be inspired by the stories of Nokubonga and Cingiwe and learn from their expertise and experiences. So sit back, relax, and join us on this insightful journey, Better Books Accountants. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you, Buti. Thank you.
Kutendi nenezo. Yeah, kutendi ndim ngoko ona nezo bananinga. Yeah, kutukeze the nerves. Welcome, ladies, and thank you very much for making time. We know it's common knowledge that you are not idling; you are busy. But thank you for coming to share your story, your experience with our viewers on Insightful Journeys. Andizotsho kubana kuqala bani ke apha kuni sizawutsho nje because we know ukuthi abantu sele bekule level abakuyo, they started somewhere. You didn't just appear as accomplished business women. You started somewhere. But maybe I'll start because ulapha kufutshane kum ke cinga ukuthi how did upbringing yakho and family values play a role, particularly with education, because central to what we're talking about is the importance of education. And of course, umntu uzalwa engumntana kukho abantu ajonge kubo. As you were growing up, upbringing yakho influence njani journey yakho?
Enkosi kakhulu Buti, enkosi kakhulu for the opportunity as well. uCingiwe wakwaKumkani was brought up in the Eastern Cape, and unolali from ilali ekuthiwa kwaDikana eXesi. Sidibene actually ngokuba ngunolali.
Okay.
I think being brought up by abazali, entrepreneurs as well. Dadam is a taxi owner. My mother has always been someone who's hustling, doing something. They're both very much uneducated. I think they've instilled in Dogba education is very important. So that's why I think the emphasis was mdana makafunde acquire education. But little did they know, but I think ubomba bebephila phambi of running businesses and never exposed us to anything other than that. That actually nathi ngexesha sifika ufunde, look for work, there's always been that void usemsebenzini into yoba am I doing the right thing now, because into exposed kuyo kakade was actually entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So basically I could say abazali are the people who instilled entrepreneurship and then bazeke bafundisa ngendlela abenze ngayo, not by actually encouraging us, because they only encourage into bamasambe siyofunda.
Yes.
Get a job, have an office, or doing something like that. But I think it was instilled through their walk. Okay,
so they modeled it up. All right. And then when Nokbonga, esakwi story sithi upbringing yakho, how were you inspired?
Ndiyabulela but nam ngale opportunity. Nam ndikhulele ezilalini, ndikhulele eGcuwa. It's a different story kucingi as much as basingonolali so too. But as my parents, I can't do entrepreneurship, I can't do business owner or anything. My father was working in Cape Town, ephangele lumntu. My mother is a housewife. So nangoku ndikhuluma mama wayengumntu obeliever kwinto yoba masipala uzoba ne-medical aid yonke loo nto leyo.
Yeah.
So I think into yam yoba nofuthe ngento yebusiness iqale ngoku ndisevasithi. Otherwise ngoku ndandisese-high school zilali mos izikolo zethu kwakungekhona into ye-career guidance or anything, even i-route yakwa-accounting azange ibe into ethi ndisakhula like
yeah, you want to be an accountant.
Ekuchuzeni i-subjects.
Yeah.
I just chose kuba accounting, physics elinye icala and history kwelinye icala. I just chose accounting not knowing anything. Then ke ndaqhuba ndamuvela to varsity in Queenstown. That's when ndaye ndabona uba ndifuna uba ngumntu ozawuzimela andifuna uqeshwa. As a result, I think I only worked kwindawo eyi-one up until we opened to Better Books.
Okay.
So yes, ayinanto ndandiboniswa ngoosisi abanjengobhasetsana Khumalo. I love work ethic yalo sisi. Now I want to be a businesswoman ngenye imini. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And it came to pass. Unokubanga ke sengenile up to the varsity level and buyele kuwe ke cinga nokubana yes ndiyayiva the influence from the parents and then pha esikolweni ingaba mhlambi was there any teacher or mentors who had a significant influence kwi choice yakho as you were pursuing in your studies?
Actually in high school teachers were always encouraging us to go for a fields which are paying. So we hear about a doctor, chartered accountants, and all of that. So all I knew was numbers. I was very good at numbers. I didn't have a knowledge of even understanding or grasping the career around accounting. It was only in varsity and where I got exposed in seeing other fields within accounting. And my interest was not the accounting route straight. It was accounting in business.
Yeah.
I didn't know number is our team in the long run. But all I wanted was that everything that I want to pursue, it has to do with accounting. Fortunately, the time the figure school, there was a program that was introduced, which you can do become commerce and then ube business as well as your majors. So I pursued that, and then ndizazi into yobana ndifuna ukusebenza in an accounting firm.
Yeah.
I got an opportunity of being exposed with vocational work in an accounting firm, but I saw this is not exactly what I want, because I want to be able to interact with the clients. I want to be able to work with the clients and understand the business, not only dealing with the historical information. So fortunately, I got an opportunity yobandi pangele, but also not in an accounting firm, but in a sales company. Fortunately, I got to be exposed with small businesses when I was in sales, and that gave me an interest. Okay, it was a light bulb moment for me to say, here are the small businesses who are clueless on how to grow their businesses, and the company that I was working for didn't have an education side when it comes to actually capacitating their clients in actually knowing what to do with their businesses. Because what they were actually doing, they're running businesses, but it was hand to mouth and not building anything sustainable. And with that, it awakened my child within me of saying, this I saw with my parents, and it's something that I've always wanted, that if the white companies can build sustainable business, why can't we, as black people? And I think that spiked it, and fortunately for me, a few years later, we met up and we started a business consulting company.
Wow. What an insightful journey. And then to you, Nokbonga, can you tell us about, both of you, Mandibu's the question. We know it's not smooth sailing at a varsity level. There are challenges that you encounter. Can you share your experience at varsity level?
My experience at varsity level, Dingati, Ute mentioned that she was good in numbers. At varsity, even high school, I wouldn't say I was good in numbers, but I was like, I want to do this. I choose the faculty, choose as much as Babin doesn't much about it. But as soon as they choose the end, I choose and I want to know more about it. For man, so okay, they're struggling, especially with accounting, and then there's me tutors for Bantikwazu because it was hard. That's I'm gonna do this. But I was fortunate in the accounting firm. Gain more knowledge about the whole accounting thingy, and I was like, ngalendlela kwenziwa kuyo ngayo kule accounting firm processes are. Yes, it's good, but I feel like I can do more. If ever ndiyozimela ndizenzele something, I feel like there's something enoyenze more. And I was all about indoba abantu bethu abasuka rural areas. They are struggling, and I feel like sibanika this lento bayifunayo. And I wanted to understand the business zabo and advise further. Hence, Better Books, Tina's majoration and business support.
Okay, all right. So kangebeko challenges zika NSFAS nendo navelanje ninangena nizizityebi nabhatala yini?
Not really. Nam ndifunde go NSFAS. Course endandiyenza was supposed to be 3 years. It was more than that. It was not 3 years. So and I think there was 1 year when it comes to Windows NSFAS. Utata is earning more than this and that and that and that. But utata wazama as much as by velo lwahlobo, but it was not enough for all of us. Fees. So kwazameka londo leyo kutata ikhuphile imali. I think 1 year NSFAS zanganibhatela, and it was not easy. So zazikhona into ezinjalo. Yaba ngiyako yi-1 apha parents samsanibhatelela khona. So there were challenges as financially. But ke ndanento ethi azizonimisa. Zawuyenza lento nizoyenza apha ndiyiqede.
Determination. Yes, wena Qini.
I think more or less the same as Lydia, because I studied with the NSFAS. Kanfike varsity, I was not approved for NSFAS as yet. Squadha, nezinye students and all of that. And again, Dandiyeku institution that my parents didn't approve because good in but that didn't stop me as well, because I thought to myself, this is what I wanted. I wanted something that would challenge me, something that would take me out of Ilali and be exposed somewhere. I think one of is that I could say it was a challenge is coming from Iskolo, SSS Lalini, and then going to an institution where there's a lot of diversity in terms of Abantu or Tibananabo. I remember the first lecture I attended, it had about 500 students in one auditorium. And that was like a shock, because I wasn't ready. I've never been at university, and seeing 500 people in one venue and have to learn with these people. And in front of me was white person, Chinese, someone from another African country, and all of that. And I think for some 2 weeks, it was such an adjustment for someone who's been in a class with Black students and not being exposed to such a setup as well. So I could say those were the challenges as well. Obviously, that time NSFAS was not paying on time, so there will be time when you are told that you can't go back to school in this semester because they have not paid, and res not happening and all of that. So I could say it was challenges, but I think the take home from that is that we learned to be resilient. We learned to be resilient through those experiences. And when we look at the challenges today and we look at where we come from, those are the things that we're building blocks until we are here now.
Wow, let's now talk about the transition from being 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 personnel to being your self-employed individuals. How did you guys meet, and how did the idea come about to say, let's start this accounting firm?
So Lydia was working in an accounting firm, as she mentioned, and I think shortly after she started her thing, and she was looking for a partner who had my qualifications, and it happened at that time I was also wanting to venture into business. So we met up, and the rest was history. But I think our biggest connection was the fact that we complemented each other.
Okay.
So she knew how to run a business very well from her experience from the previous firm that she worked, and I had a zeal as well of wanting to start a business, and I understood also the cry of the clients that I've serviced before. So I think putting those together, it came up with a very good recipe of what we are still doing today.
Do you want to add that?
Nah.
Okay. Okay, and then what does then, guys, Better Books Accountants aim to achieve, and how do you plan to make a meaningful impact to the clients that you serve?
So Better Books is a company that has always targeted small enterprises, and now our enterprises have grown to be medium to large enterprises, so meaning that they are commercializing. So I think we've taken the approach of saying we are growing with those businesses. So it then required us to add more services as we grow with our clientele. So in our vision board, we've always looked at not only offering the accounting services, as looking at the historical information of historical financial information of our clients, but also look at the future, because I think we've seen in all these years that we've worked with clients is that they've always had a problem of moving forward. So meaning that sustainable ideas and what to do next. Not looking at the financial side of things, but also looking at the strategic approach they should take in their businesses and all of that. So we've started with companies from scratch, meaning the foundation level, where you register a company and then you look at the compliance. Someone gets a contract, or someone gets maybe a manufacturing contract, and then we've looked at how these clients grow as being the only sole director, having to do everything in their businesses. And you realize that our support, which is the business support that we offer, comes in handy, because one might know very well how to do operations, but might not know how to actually do bookkeeping or even do marketing in their business. So we've seen those opportunities, and we put our heads together, and we realize that there's an opportunity in the business support rather than keeping it in one basket of focusing on accounting. And we've recently changed our company name from Better Books Accountants to Better Books Business Consultants. So with that approach is that we are wanting to focus more on the business support, of which, yes, we still have our core, which is the accounting services, but at the same time, we want to support our clients in terms of looking at the business holistically.
Okay.
I think
All
just
right.
to add, Cingi, singena ngendlela yoba si-introduce into ye-retainer, sizokwazi uhlala ne-clients quarterly. So what we do, sine-clients ezikwi-retainer. I'm not saying ezingekho kwi-retainer zona sizihoyanga, we don't do that. But i-retainer senzela lula uba i-client sisebenza nayo monthly, izokwazi uzazi nayo uba ime ndawoni ngoku. So senze i-reports quarterly, apho sizokwazi ukuthi uqhuba olu hlobo nolu hlobo nolu hlobo, unokwazi utshintsha le si-advise kunoba umntu abone into seyi-ready financial statements xa sekuphela i-financial year abe ngazukwazi ulungisa nto.
Okay.
So senzela uba sikwazi ulungisa ngoku sekwi-financial year. So senze so support sinjalo as well.
Okay. If I were to meet you guys elevator, and it is in business consultancy firms, what sets Better Books apart?
Okay. I think it's in the focal point here to qala. I think because nocingi sisuke ezilalini soyithu singonolali. So ifocus yethu qala ngaba bantu ba disadvantaged basuka kwi rural areas. And siyabazi bona sadibana nabo sasidibana sanento ethi we have clients ezinje. If we focus kubo sisebenzisana nabo siba support sisuke kula registration sisebenze kunye sibe zi-partners neslogan sethu sitsho sithi we are not just accountants, we are both partners. So thina sikhula nawe sifuna ukubona ukhula sikubone sidibane nemoto yakho ebrandiweyo endleleni sikubone uvele TV sikubone ukutake a lot. So I think that's what is setting us apart from ezinye business consultants.
Yeah. Let's talk about the significant achievements or milestones Better Books. Well, endiyazi yona into yobana nikhulile from Queenstown nazovula nase East London, but I'm sure there are other achievements that you want to share.
I think so far we've achieved quite a lot. I think what Lydia has just mentioned is that into esiziphayida ngayo thina is when we see client yethu zikhulile.
Yeah.
So that's the measure of our growth. So we've seen quite a lot so far, and I think it's something that we had a conversation about with the leads and saying, I think we're so grateful to see other people grow. That is the measure of our growth. And so I think that is our biggest achievement. To see client here, Trifike office in the city, I've got a 5-year contract. You know, I'm sailing on tech a lot, in biggest platforms and all of those things that we see happening in their lives. So those are our biggest achievement. And I think also building relationship with our stakeholders. We're working with OCDA, OECDC, and many more stakeholders, NYDA, to assist businesses. So I think our biggest also achievement from that is not only we know those institutions, but those are the institutions that we work with in terms of solving the problems as clients, as also in mandate. So being in their database and know that we can be selected at any time or we can propose at any time to be able to assist the clients. I think that is also our biggest win.
Yeah.
And also in terms of CETA organizations that fund abantwana, abazi-graduates, internships and all of that. 2 years ago, we've won an award from a CETA, which being the best employer of the year that time. And that came with the number of intakes that we've taken and those students getting testimonies of them being placed in other organizations and all of that. And that didn't come easy as well. But I think having that comfort of knowing that when you train someone for 2 or 3 years being with you and being placed in another organization, that's a win for us. So I think
just to add, with quarterly reports sizenzayo, you'd hear a client sithi, guys, aniyazi into enindenzela yona. I'm always funding ready. Kukho funding ebenza ufaka kuyo i-documents zonke bese ready kwi-file yam. So hearing ezo reviews zinjalo from client, we feel like that's a lot.
Mission
for
accomplished.
us.
Yeah. And then how do you guys stay up to date with the latest developments in accounting and e-business advisory? And how do you incorporate this knowledge into e-services that you render to your clients?
We are affiliated with a lot of organizations in accounting, tax, and other. I think one other thing that we didn't mention is that we're not focused only on small business, also on the non-profit organizations and non-profit companies that we support. So the affiliation comes with, I think, being able to sit in those tables where we're discussing issues, not only issues that are happening in the Eastern Cape, but also issues that are happening in the whole of South Africa and the other, even abroad. I think it gives us an opportunity to open our eyes, even outside South Africa, and what other opportunities that are there for our clientele. So I think with that, it keeps us on our toes as well, because we're not only learning what we know, we are being opened up to other opportunities as well, where we see now we need some affiliation, or there's an update in terms of tax issues and all of that. So I think the affiliations that we have, I'm not sure whether I should mention them, but the affiliation that we have with the cyber side, cyber and all of that, I think that is the greatest move that we've done, because we're not only doing it for us, also for our employees. So we get trained, and we train them also to become tax preparers and business advisors in all those different fields.
Okay.
And I think, sorry, but just to add, I peleli kwivarsity. I think equipping ourselves, even short courses ngokusilapha to know more ngezinto asistayo. So ndizamuthi even noba sithi we've done this evarsity, but even now we are still busy with enza basizokwazi equip.
Okay. And then you talked of equipping employees as well. How does Better Books accountants contribute to job creation and the professional development with community, and what initiatives have you implemented to support this goal?
As I mentioned, when it comes to interns, we always take interns on a yearly basis, or even maybe others for 2 years or 3 years. And I think our contribution is that majority of those graduates, we absorb them into Better Books, and then we train them as well, because there are courses that we have that we know that they are focused on whatever they're doing, but we also have our own KPIs where we know that you cannot be doing the same thing for over 3 years. So it actually graduates them to also to have interest in other things within the company as well. But that also contributes to them being employable when they leave our company as well. So other things that we do is that even with general workers that we have, which have only matric certificates, we also capacitate them in terms of offering them courses, even outside what we are doing, something that the person has interest in. We've got I think a success story of a lady that has been with us for the past 3 years in Queenstown, which we could see that this person has been with us for quite a while, and this person has no skill whatsoever. So we sat down with the lady and asked her what is she interested in, other than what we focused in the books. So she told us, we enrolled her for a course, and that's what I think we have interest in our staff, because if they are happy, we're also happy, and it makes our clients happy as well. So I think I didn't miss anything.
I think the part here webinars that are always available for them, for whom to find a chance to go through them. We also have ezo zinto zinjalo, and also affiliated with all the other company that provides training as well. So whatever the employee requires, CSE Jonge, and then SimSeglo training, but for money certificates as well.
Okay. All right, I see that my head of production is telling me that we were left with 10 minutes, maybe it's 5 now. But I want extra time because I have 2 guests here. And what are some of the common challenges that businesses in the Eastern Cape particularly face, and how does Better Books accountants help them to overcome such obstacles?
I think, as Lydia has mentioned, systems. We take on clients, and you realize that this company is profitable. And if you were to take their case to the bank, and the bank would want to understand or to get what is actually happening in the business other than the financials. When I speak of e-systems, we speak of izinto ezifana noba the client does who does the payments in the company. Do that person make the payments on time? So if that person makes the payments really late, or there's balancing debit orders and all of that, it becomes now a ripple effect to other things that this business may acquire because of one thing that the business owner has missed. So I think having the opportunity to sit down with our clients and be able to engage on those things that we foresee or we understand that they might happen in their businesses, I think it gives us, a very good standing in actually supporting them in getting them wherever they are, and actually sitting down with them and understanding their vision, where they're going in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, and all of that. And one would say, I want to acquire property. One would say, I want to buy these kind of assets. So this is, and sitting down with the client and make them understand that your personal profile would speak to your business profile as well. So balancing that, giving that education as well to clients, I think that is what we try for at Better Books.
Okay, Lydia, let me, as we drawing to a conclusion, what are your plans for expanding Better Books accountants services to reach the Eastern Cape and beyond? And how do you see the accounting and business advisory landscape evolving in the region? And how is your company, or Better Books Accountants, positioned to meet these changes?
Not only in Eastern Cape, but we are planning to branch out of Eastern Cape and also outside borders. Iplan yethu as Better Books is that sigrome kwesi staff sinaso already for ba sikwazi uba ready for ba siye. So part of the employment yethu sinento ethi let's groom ubani for bazokwazi uyoba kwi-branch ethile, for ubani azokwazi uba yoba kwi-branch ethile. So kwiplan yethu is branching out of Eastern Cape, and then we branch outside borders zase South Africa.
Okay. Thingy?
I think the other thing that I wanted to mention is that in growing our staff, because a lot of the work that is done, yes, we go and fetch clients, but there's a lot of work that gets done at the office. So the execution part, it comes with the happy employee. So I think our approach is that we look for people that were within our staff that we're able to partner with to grow this business, because we've also recently given certain equity to one of our employees, and that is also to motivate.
That's great.
Or to say, this is not for us, this is for all of us. And we're wanting to grow Better Books beyond where we are right now. So if one knows that I'm a part of this and I am also a partner, so that person is able to come with also innovative ideas, and be also be not limited to what they see in front of them, and to know that Better Books wants to be everywhere, that where we can service our clients better.
All right. There you have it. But before we wrap it off, we are going to approach the podium.
Starting a business is not easy. There are so many things. Sicinge fanba, it's gonna be easy. It's not at all. But at the same time, ayondo noti awuzuyenza because it's not easy. With the determination, resilience, the perseverance, I am telling you, you can do it.
Uqala business is not easy, and leaving your comfort zone as well. Usithi uyoqala into entsha, you must be mentally ready. Being mentally ready means that you must know what you're getting yourself into. So running a business is not 9 to 5. is actually 24 hours. You can wake up at 1 a.m., you're thinking about your business. So what we mean about being mentally ready is exactly that. You must know what you're doing, and you must also know that it will come with a lot of your time, and also, but it does pay off.
Kulo into yonke, I guess, singathi, do take time off.
Yeah, we are on social media,
Instagram,
Facebook, LinkedIn, and
website as well. You can go and check our website. It's www.betterbooks.ac.co.za. Yeah.
As we conclude this insightful episode, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Lydia, Qinisile, and Cingiwe, Kumkani, the managing directors of Better Books Accountants, for sharing their inspiring stories and expertise with us. Their dedication to empowering businesses and communities is truly commendable, and we have no doubt that their firm will continue to make a positive impact in the Eastern Cape and beyond. To our listeners and viewers, we hope that this episode has provided valuable insights and inspiration for your own entrepreneurial journeys. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Insightful Journeys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button for more stories. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep shining your light. Good night.